Right, I realised I was gay at about 10 years old. Coming from a Roman Catholic West Indian family, I didn't understand. I wouldn't say I realised I was gay. I would say that I realised that I liked girls, that I was quite a tomboy, had a lot of boys as friends, but they were like mates. I would ride bikes with them, climb trees with them. Everyone's like, oh, there's, you know, little tomboy, and I felt comfortable. I remember being at school, and there was it was actually one of the girls that I knew, not a friend, and I had the most amazing crush. I had the crush on this girl. I'm thinking, oh God, no, 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 no. You can't like a girl. You've got to like boys. So I think I pushed it to the back of my mind. As I got older and then went to secondary school, I then thought, I'm gay, because then I knew the meaning of the word gay or homosexual or lesbian. I more knew. I was older, so I'd heard it and I understood it a bit more. And I used to sort of fantasize about being with a girl. Still never ever pursued it, never ever told anybody, just kept it to myself. Again, pushed it to the back of my mind. I'd always been in relationships with males, but in saying that, don't get me wrong, I was always happy in my relationships, and they were always long term, and I loved the person that I was with, but I always felt that there was something not quite right. When I got to sort of 39, 40, the urge just got like really, really strong. And then at the time I was single, and I met a girl, and it was like love at first sight. I swear it was. I can't explain how I just felt this is so right. It just felt so comfortable. My biggest thing was telling the family. I've got a really nice family, so I didn't think I would have a problem, but there's always that, you never really know. So the first person I told was my mum. My mum's reaction was, Val, as long as you're happy, mummy's happy. So that just melted my heart. I was like, well, yeah, this is it, you know. From my mum, and my mum is typical old school West Indian. My mother is 75 now, so a lot of people of that age wouldn't really understand, you know, that. But my mum's always been open-minded. Then I told a couple of friends. I told my best friend, and I've actually got to say that I'm truly blessed, because all my friends, all my family, they just embraced me. A lot of them said, oh, what took you so long? A lot of them said, yeah, I knew that from time. Tell me something I don't know. So it made me feel even more comfortable that my friends, nobody judged me. I'm quite lucky that I didn't lose any friends, because I know friends of mine who are gay that have lost friends and family. Told my son, he was accepting. I just felt, wow, and I've never been happier, because this is me, this is the real me, and I'm happy.
Have you experienced any kind of discrimination? If so, what?
Personally, I haven't. I've been told from friends what they have gone through, but personally, that's why I said I'm truly blessed, because all my friends, all my family have been, you know, they haven't changed towards me at all. So I can't actually say, and it's really strange you should ask me that question, because when I first came out, I really wanted someone to be negative. I really did want, because I was getting all this goodness from everybody, all this, oh Val, I love you, you know, nothing's changed, love you, still the same person. That I actually wanted someone to be negative, so that I wanted to experience how I would deal with it. You know, whether I deal with it in a good way or whether it would affect me, break me down or whatever. But I never actually got that, so I can't say that I've experienced any negative in all the time that I've come out. I have not, personally, I have not. I've got friends that have, but I've got friends that, I've got a couple that are actually married, but nobody knows they're married, because both sides of the families would absolutely, it would be terrible for them. They'd get ostracised, they'd probably lose a lot of their family, and that is really, really sad, because they're really nice people. And my thing is, well, you know, it's, you can't help who you fall in love with, you just love that person, and you know, and nobody knows. And they've been married now for 3 years, and nobody knows they're married. And I will just say this, because I don't know if people know this, but you have certain countries that are very anti-social when it comes to lesbian and homosexual relationships. I'm not going to label or say, but it's a big no-no for them, regardless of whether your family, you know, it's just a bit. I know someone who lost her job because she's told somebody that she was gay, and it went all around the office, and they got asked to leave. And this was quite a while back. I don't think that sort of thing would happen now, because, you know, you've got a lot of employment laws, so they can't really, you know, because of your gender, they can't sack you if you're in a position, you know, you do the job well, you know, so. But I know someone who was actually a friend of theirs, a close friend of theirs, was killed because of their sexuality. So it's quite deep. It's a deep issue. Personally, though, I'm very lucky.